Well,
Hello.
Carson, I'd love for you to introduce yourself and just tell me about what you do.
Yeah. So I am Carson Maczuzak, and I'm a Senior Development Director for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation Rocky Mountain chapter. And then this year, I am also serving as the president of the Association of Fundraising Professionals Colorado chapter board. So it's a really exciting year. We've got lots going on with AFP locally. So um, yeah, I'm excited to serve and work with so many amazing people in our sector.
Yeah, that's how I got connected with you, is just through
Yes.
AFP and looking to get more involved. Although now I've taken a step back here, but I still appreciate the the organization.
Yeah. Well, and we appreciate you, yeah, being involved and being part of AFP and doing what you can. So thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to just hear a little bit more about how you got into fundraising. I know most of us, it wasn't a completely linear path, so I like to hear how people got their start.
Yeah. So I'm definitely one of those that falls into the camp of I just kind of fell into fundraising. It was definitely not a career path that I even knew was an option or was
Right.
really considering. But after I graduated, my parents told me you have to get a job now. So
Now's the
um
time.
exactly. And my dad had been involved with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in Austin, Texas, and they had an open position. And so I knew how much he loved it, and what an amazing experience it had been for him to be involved with the organization. So I thought I'd give it a shot and see if they'd even be interested in talking to me. And thankfully they were, and they hired me, and I started pretty soon after graduating, and I have been in fundraising ever since. So that was 2006, which is kind of crazy to think about that it's been that long. But I absolutely fell in love with the people and working to support a mission and getting to know those individuals who were so passionate about supporting a mission and making a difference. And it just has been such a fulfilling career path ever since.
Yeah. When you were applying, were you thinking you would be on the fundraising side, or were you just looking to get kind of your foot in the door with the organization?
Yeah, really kind of looking to get my foot in the door with the organization. We're hiring for team and training, and which is one of their biggest peer-to-peer fundraising programs. And so I kind of had an idea of what the peer-to-peer fundraising world was like, just because having seen my dad get so involved with it and knowing what he did to fundraise and be part of that program. So I had a little bit of an inkling, but really did not fully grasp or understand what it was all about. But thankfully, I had amazing coworkers and an incredible boss who were so patient and supportive in teaching me and guiding me. And that made a huge difference in me wanting to stay in fundraising and in nonprofit work, because I think if I hadn't had such great mentors and support early on, I don't know if I'd still be here or not, but I know just because of them that I was really able to continue, and it became a passion for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I feel like that's so
Yeah,
important to have those first people that welcome you in and help show you the ropes. And now that we're
exactly,
kind of in
exactly.
those positions as the more senior people, we can do that for others coming in too.
Exactly. So yeah, it's something that's always in the back of my mind, is wanting to encourage people and hopefully help support them in what they want to do, and you know, encourage more people to, be part of the nonprofit world, and then the fundraising sector as well.
Ah. And then when did you start to get involved with AFP?
So I had heard about AFP for years, and it's something that was always kind of on my radar and wanting to get involved with. And in, I guess, 2018 to 2019, I was part of the Institute for Leaders in Development through the University of Denver. And Deanna Costa was also involved with ILD. And so I kind of heard more and more about AFP. And then towards the end of our program year, an ILD alum who was also serving on the AFP board came and spoke to our class about, what do you do now that you're finishing with ILD, and how do you, continue to further your education and learn more about what is going on and best practices and networking. And so she came and spoke about AFP. So that was it felt like a natural kind of next step after ILD. And so sat down with Deanne a few times, and she talked to me about different opportunities and ways to get involved with the local chapter. And so I first started out with the education committee as a committee member, and just kind of learning the ropes there and everything that they did. And it just evolved from there. So I was able to chair that education committee, and then now coming in and serving as president. So, and once I was in with like the committee, it was something that I loved, because again, you get to meet like such great people, and you get to network with professionals who are doing incredible work across the community that I probably otherwise wouldn't get to know. And so it's been a lot of fun getting to know those folks and meeting some amazing people who are doing such good work, and having them share and present at our education sessions and coffee chats like you've done before. And so it's awesome, and I feel like I'm just like constantly learning and growing, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, whenever I do attend any events, I always feel like a surge of motivation, and it's just
Right.
good energy and good people to be connected with, for sure.
It really is. And it's just like you learn something new every time. I feel like when you're talking to somebody and just kind of understanding what they do or what their organization does, and how they maybe do it a little bit differently, and just picking up those nuggets is it's just awesome. So I love it.
Yeah, that's great. And then could you just talk a little bit more about what AFP offers and what people might be able to get involved in?
Yeah, so AFP really offers the opportunity for fundraising professionals to network with other fundraising professionals and learn and improve their skills for their work and for their organization. And so our chapter locally, we offer monthly coffee chats, which are free to attend. And anyone and everyone is welcome to join. You don't have to be a member of AFP to attend. And we have different topics every month, ranging from, what's your career path, to how to work with your board, to, self-care, that type of thing. So it's a wide variety of topics. And we try and kind of glean what folks are interested in, kind of maybe what's a hot topic right now, and try to kind of tailor those coffee chats to those topics, and find experts in the field to share a presentation and then engage in conversation. And then we have our education sessions as well. And those we host about every other month. And those are our paid programs. And those are just more kind of in-depth education opportunities where, again, we bring in speakers, and you engage in just some really great learning, take away some really tactical options for you to really take back to your organization and implement. And then we also have our annual conference, the Rocky Mountain Philanthropy Institute, which is taking place this year on September 7th. So registration's open. If anyone would like to register, we'd love to see you there. And then we also do National Philanthropy Day, which is happening on November 9th. And that's just a big celebration of philanthropy in Colorado. So there's a great opportunity to recognize people who have made a difference, you know, across various communities and in their work that they're doing. So that's always a big celebration. And then AFP globally really offers so much information and material to learn from. And they have lots of great webinars and documents online that you can access and read. They have lots of studies going on as well. And so it's a great source of information and learning. So definitely recommend taking advantage of it, especially if you're a member, taking advantage of what's behind kind of your login and researching that. And if you aren't a member, there are various different membership levels. But I feel like one of the best ways to really kind of get started is to attend a coffee chat or an education session and start meeting people that way. So it's one of those, I feel like you definitely get out of it what you put into it. And you just really get the opportunity to meet some amazing people. So yeah.
Yeah, anytime I go, like I said, it's just been really helpful. I mean, not only to meet people, but just really helpful information, because we can always be learning and
That's right.
what we're doing. So
Yeah,
nice to
yeah,
have a kind of a hub for that.
exactly, exactly. And that's what's just so beneficial for it, is it really is like a great place to get some all that information.
Well, awesome. Well, that's all the questions I have. Anything else
But,
you want to add?
I don't think so, but thank you. I really appreciate the time and you reaching out. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me and for sharing all that you have to offer.